You mentioned again earlier on about sleeping, and you promised that you would come back to it, and now's the time. Um, Try and have a routine for sleeping. What's your routine, Kevin?
My routine is to have a cup of tea before I go to bed, brush my teeth, get my clothes out for the next day, so I'm not faffing about in the morning looking for things. I have the light on. I've got a bedside lamp. We like to switch the light off in the rooms not far from the bedside lamp, but there's something cosy about a bedside lamp, and you get them for next to nothing now. Years ago they cost a few bob. And I have a radio by my bed, and I have radio 2 or radio 4, something relaxing, and I press the button, and I have the light on, and I have the radio on, and then after a while I turn the light off, and then after a while I either fall asleep and the radio's still on in the morning, or I hit the button for the radio, and I couldn't tell you the time of that. It just sends me off. It's my little dummy, it's my nurse, it's my hot milk. Like years ago I used to have Horlicks or Ovaltine, but I have a cup of tea and I have my radio. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it for later on. The thing is, I'll cover it now in case they happen. I'll get it done in 2. The other side of it is don't panic if you can't sleep. Don't panic, whether you're suffering from depression or not, whether you're over it or not, or whether you're heading for it or not. Don't panic if you can't sleep. Try and have a few things, a plan. Have a plan. You have a book, you have headphones for your music, somewhere where you can listen to your music with your headphones on, you're not disturbing anybody else. You can go on the computer or the laptop with the headphones on. Go quietly to the television and close the doors over and put it on low. A lot of things are on telly all through the night. Get yourself some biscuits, always have some biscuits in. I know you've got to watch your weight and all that, but generally speaking, you're not going to be awake every night. It'll just be some nights. And don't worry if it is 2 or 3 nights. It's no big deal. It's important to sleep, and it's not that important if you don't sleep. If you get into a regular pattern, that's quite good, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Some people only need 3 or 4 hours sleep. Some people need 8. Sometimes you can have 7 or 8 hours sleep, and sometimes you can have 3 hours of deep sleep where you really go and you feel great the next day. So there's no real reasons. But have your biscuits and your tea or your coffee. Don't worry about all this business about coffee wakes you up. This is from my point of view, and you don't have to take it from me. You can work it out for yourself. You can have your own drink that you have when you can't sleep. Could be a whiskey, could be tea or coffee or water or whatever. And don't panic. And especially if you're in the bedroom on your own, put the light on and put your radio on and just relax a bit. And my father used to always say, even if you're not sleeping, you're resting your body. So don't panic, don't fight the pillows, don't be hitting the blankets and twisting and turning and going mad and I'm going to feel tired in the morning. Take it from me, generally speaking you won't. You have a little plan together and you find sometimes when you get up to listen to music for an hour or you watch telly for a bit, you want to go back after an hour, and that's what's happened. You've unwound a little bit of a couple of things that needed unwinding. You can't always put your finger on it. And you go back to bed and you sleep okay, and you might feel a bit sleepy when it's time to get up, but don't panic if you can't sleep.
So although you've got a routine, you're not a slave to it, you're not that rigid, you're more flexible.
Yeah, don't let anything get you down. As I said, all the battles have been won and the road has been cleared for us in lots of ways, so there's no need for you to panic just because you can't sleep. I mean, years ago we used to worry about it a lot, but take it from me, you know, when you get up at sort of 7, 8 o'clock, then you've got the rest of the day to do what you've got to do, and if you feel a bit sleepy, then try and grab an hour early when you're in the next day or whatever, but don't panic about not sleeping. Obviously if it goes on for a while, then go and see your doctor. But I think in the short term, if it's only the odd night or 2, then have a little plan of things to look forward to.